everyone, myself Vijetha. I am currently pursuing my bachelor's degree in computer science at Cambridge Institute of Technology, North Campus. My project title is Electricity Consumption Forecasting using Occupancy, Appliance Usage and Temperature. This project aims to predict electricity consumption using different factors such as temperature, number of people, appliances and other conditions. It uses data analysis and machine learning to understand patterns in electricity usage and then build an overview tool where users can enter values and get a predicted electricity as a result. First loaded the data, that is bringing data into the system. Using data.hide, we look at the first few rows of the data to understand what columns are present, what kind of values each column contains. This gives us a basic idea of the dataset structure. These are my data sets which I have loaded. Understanding the data.info helps us to understand the structure of the data and check if any data is missing. The data.describe helps us to understand the numerical values in the data set like average, minimum and maximum values. These are the data. So handling the missing data set, that is the cleaning of data sets. It cleans the data by replacing missing numbers with average values so the data set becomes complete. It checks and confirms whether any missing data is still left. So I have to check my data values. Data visualization, that is understanding of the patterns. We use graphs to understand the data better. I have used histogram, scatter plots and heat map. Histogram is used for electricity consumption, values how electricity values are distributed. Scatter plot is used for shows the relationship between temperature and electricity usage. Heat map shows how all numerical variables are related to each other. Each dot represents one data point. It shows how strongly variables are related to each other. If the value close to 1, the relationship is strongly positive. If the value close to -1, the relationship is strongly negative. Values near 0, it shows little or no relationship. These are my graphs. This is the correlation heat map. Now selecting the inputs and output. Inputs I have taken as X, that is temperature, occupancy, appliance count, etc. Output as Y, that is electricity consumption. This helps the model understand what values to use for prediction and what value to predict. Now I have splitted the data. I have splitted data into 80% training data, which teaches the model, and 20% testing data to check the accuracy. The data set is split into training and testing sets to train the model and evaluate its accuracy. I have used linear regression model. It is the model creates and trained using the training data set to learn the relationship between inputs and electricity consumption. Now testing of the model. I have tested the model using mean squared error. It shows how far predictions are from real values, and R-score value, how well the model explains electricity consumption. We test the model by comparing predicted values with actual values and measure its performance using error and accuracy scores. These are my values of mean square error and R-score. Now comparing of actual and predicted values. It creates a table that compares the real electricity consumption values with the model's predicted values so we can see how accurate the model is. Now making a sample production. I have given my temperature value to 30 degrees Celsius and occupancy as 75% and appliances count as 10. The model predicts and estimates the electricity consumption in kilowatt per hour. This is my predicted value, accuracy. And various types of graphs I have, box plot I have plotted with the data points using various factors or features which shows the various insights of the graphs. Now using Gridio, I have created a web page. This dashboard is a web-based tool that helps predict and understand electricity consumption using AI. If the user enters 3 values, that is temperature, occupancy percentage and appliance count. Temperature shows how hot or cold the environment is, and occupancy percentage How many people are present in the building? Appliance count shows number of electrical appliances which are being used. These are the main factors that affect electricity usage. This is the dashboard which shows. You can slide in. It shows how much the electricity is predicts how much electricity is consumed and consumption category. If it is high or low or moderate, depending upon the factors which I given, it predicts which consumption it has taken. And anomaly detection, it is normal and it converts electricity into carbon emission, that is 213 for these values, and it also gives the energy usage tips and optimization tips, and for AI recommendation it gives some messages how can we improve, what more can we add, like that. Thank you, sir.